Good morning and welcome to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. Our focus this morning is on education. The importance of education cannot be stated enough. It is crucial to the overall development of an individual and society at large. Milwaukee Public Schools is committed to accelerating student achievement, building positive relationships between youth and adults, and cultivating leadership at all levels when it comes to education. MPS's three-choice enrollment will begin on Monday, February 1st through February 19th. And here to tell us more about that and other important things happening at Milwaukee Public Schools is Tony Tagliavia, Media Manager and Student Recruitment and Retention Specialist for MPS. And we're also being joined by T.R. Williams, Alumni and Student Engagement Associate for MPS. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
I appreciate you both being here. And right off, Tony, it's important to say that MPS offers a wide array of choices when it comes to different types of schools. So everything from your traditional neighborhood schools to alternative schools. You've got MPS Head Start, citywide specialty schools, charter schools, the list goes on.
Absolutely. There are 154 MPS schools, and families really have a lot of choice when it comes to education in MPS. Like you said, whether it's a neighborhood school, a specialty school, a charter school, a lot of options for families, and February 1st to 19th is the time to really make that decision for next year.
Yeah, and so this is the opportunity for parents to get to know more about what these particular schools offer. Also, if they like, they can meet the staff, whatever the case may be. So explain how this three-choice enrollment works.
Sure. So three-choice is an opportunity for families to select up to 3 schools that family believes will be best for their child. And if you make that application between February 1st and the 19th, and get that application in, that's your best opportunity to have a seat to be able to attend your first choice school. So what happens is if we have some schools that have more people interested than we have room for, all of those applications we get through the 19th are treated equally. And then if there are more seats, there's a random or if there are more families than seats, there's a random selection process. So if you wait until after that, there's a chance that the school that you really want might be full. And if you apply during three-choice, you also have preferential access to your neighborhood school, and there's a sibling preference. So it's really the best time for families who are looking for a new school for the fall to make that decision.
Yeah, so driving home the point that, you know, if you want to really have some say-so in what's best for your child when it comes to education, you have to take advantage of this opportunity.
Absolutely. Contact the schools that you're interested in, talk to the principal, set up a time to come in and see the school in action. Now is really the time to do all of that.
And so how do parents go about getting their child enrolled for the fall? What steps do they take?
Sure. So there are 3 ways to apply. And again, I'm going to stress that February 1st through the 19th. So one way is go to any MPS school. If there's a school that you're interested in, you go there, and that's really that's going to be your first choice. You'll be able to fill out the application right at the school.
Okay.
Second choice, you could come to MPS Central Services at 5225 West Valete during normal business hours. And that's an option for families, especially if they're looking for some guidance and maybe finding the right school. And then the third way is to go online, mpsmke.com/enrollmps. One more time, mpsmke.com/enrollmps, or there'll be a link right on our website. And the one more thing I should add, aside from coming to Central Services, if that's something that a parent wants to do to get some guidance on finding the right school, we have an online search tool, also available on our website if you just scroll down to find a school, or we have a shortcut, mpsmke.com/find a school. What you'll do is you can type in a name if you want to learn more about a school that you're already thinking about, or you can say, hey, I live at 5225 West Valete Street, show me the schools that are near me that have advanced placement classes, or career and tech programs like manufacturing or engineering, or show me the schools that have international baccalaureate or language immersion or Montessori, and it'll show you from nearest to farthest the schools based on that address that have the programs, and you can search by grade level, of of course.
Wow, technology at its best.
Yes.
And we'll put that website address right there on the screen so people can jot that down. And TR, what is your role as Alumni and Student Engagement Associate? What is it you do?
So I'm in the Department of Business, Community, and Family Partnerships. MPS wants to intentionally and strategically engage our partners, and alumni are part of that. They are uniquely positioned with their hands, their leadership, and their voices to really partner with MPS towards our goals of student achievement, effective and efficient operations, and engaging student and families.
Wow, and you've got this huge event that's coming up on Tuesday, February 23rd, involving MPS alumni, and I know this is something that you want people to start talking about and spreading the word, so tell us more about it.
I am more than excited about that. Yes, it is the first ever in MPS history, 170 years in the making, where all classes, all schools are invited to be in one space on a Tuesday at the BMO Harris Bradley Center from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And we're going to have music, there'll be food, there'll be time for you to reconnect with your alumni. We'll also have the high school tables set up throughout the night so that you can connect specifically with your high school. And we really want to celebrate the MPS alumni as part of our MPS Forever family.
I think this is awesome. Again, it is February 23rd from 5 to 7 p.m. at the BMO Harris Bradley Center. Do people need to RSVP to be a part of this?
We will prefer for people to RSVP since there will be refreshments there. You can do mpsmke.com/alumni. So it's mpsmke.com/alumni, ALUMNI, and just simply let us know that you're going to come. Even if you can't make it, we would really enjoy for people to RSVP so we can plug you into the Alumni Hub and all of the interesting things that'll be coming up in 2016 from my department for alumni.
Yeah, and it sounds like to me when I hear about this all-school reunion, I can just see a lot of camaraderie and people wearing their school colors, their old school jackets, whatever the case may be. So are there any stipulations on like ages, or is it just if you graduated, then you're old enough to join us?
Well, it is for our adults, but certainly we want to encourage that people can wear their letter jackets. Like we said, it's all classes, so even if you're from the class of 90 or the class of 2004, we welcome you to come in and come out.
Sounds like a lot of fun. And speaking of alumni, you guys have a list of success stories from students who have done very well, who have recently graduated from Milwaukee Public Schools, and you kind of share their stories. And really, I think that putting that on your website really can inspire other students and parents as well to say, wow, my child can go on to do great things like this as well. That's the purpose, right?
Absolutely. And we're proud of our alumni and glad to be able to tell their stories, whether it's the founders of Rishi Tea, people who work and protect our community in the police and fire departments, all kinds of people, all walks of life.
Yeah, there are some big names who have actually been on this show. She was extremely proud to be a graduate of King High School. State Senator Lena Taylor. Yes. And then you've got former Congressman Herb Cole, who went to Washington High School.
That's correct.
Singer Al Jarreau went to Riverside.
Lincoln.
Was it Lincoln? Lincoln? Okay. Yeah. But that's the big, is it Riverside and Lincoln? Who is it that has the big rivalry? Lincoln
there are
and...
a few.
I would say, depending on what decades you're talking about. King, Riverside, Lincoln, North Division,
Okay, so you can tell I didn't grow up here. You're like, oh no. And then you have Eric Benet, and I hope I get this right, Bradley Tech, right?
I believe that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So just really the whole point is that you've had some big names that have actually graduated from Milwaukee Public Schools, and they are representing in the biggest ways possible. Yes. That's for sure. So Tony, MPS has faced a number of challenges over the years, but the district is experiencing positive signs that improvement is taking place. You've got the 6-year graduation rate improved to 73%. Suspensions are down 73% since 2009.
Sounds about right.
And then the graduating class of 2014 earned more than $31 million in college scholarships, and that's $7 million more than the class of 2013. So these are all positive things, and not to mention attendance is up nearly 90%.
So a couple of things. The class of 2015 actually topped that class's total by another several $1 million.
Awesome.
I want to say we're above 35 million for last year's class, which is really exciting, and it opens the doors of opportunity for graduates. And then, yeah, so our attendance rate district-wide is around 90%, but we really want to grow that because being in the seats, being in school is so critical for a student's success after high school graduation.
Yeah, and speaking of attendance, there are studies that have shown that missing one day each month during a student's first semester of high school can actually enhance the likelihood or reduce the likelihood of graduating by 63%. That's pretty major when you think about it.
It's significant, and I think when you think about the importance of being in school all day, every day, that's what it's really about, is preparing yourself for success in the future. And every day is critical.
And as it is with all things, when you're trying to get a message across to young people, you find those individuals who they look up to and who they have something in common with, maybe to kind of help drive home that point. So you guys have hooked up with the Milwaukee Bucks organization to drive home the importance of going to school every single day.
Yeah, and the partnerships department where TR works put together a really amazing event and attendance summit, and he came out and spoke to families about the importance that it's cool to be a nerd, why he was wanting to make sure he was in school all day, every day, and I think it's powerful coming from someone who children may look up to hear that message, not just coming from their teachers, not just coming from their families and their principals, but from someone very high profile in the community is a wonderful thing.
And I think this is a great time for us to take a look at this video where Jabari Parker definitely tells the kids why they need to be in school every single day. Let's take a look.
One of the most important things you can do to be successful is also one of the most basic. Show up every day, whether it's basketball practice or school. You can't learn if you aren't an MPS every day. Take control. Own your future.
And so how do the kids react when they see like a Jabari Parker or someone like that showing that they really do care about their success?
They're extremely excited. It really allows them to resonate with that message, I think, other than someone that's in their school building saying it. And then they have someone that they're looking up to, that they want to be like. It makes it feel like they're connected with someone outside of the school building.
I think it's good stuff. There's no doubt about it. And it has also been found that students who regularly miss school don't just struggle academically. Chronic absenteeism can literally be life-altering. So that's something for parents more than anything to keep in mind, because ultimately they have that final say, like you're going to get out of here and go to school, however the case may be. So I just wanted to reiterate a couple of things. We've got the All Alumni event happening on February 23rd at the BMO Harris Bradley Center. You want people to talk about this on social media and follow MPS so they can keep up with all things like this that are happening, right?
Yes, that's right. Share with your networks. You can find me on Facebook. It's TR Williams. I'm always sharing alumni happenings.
Okay, and then MPS is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and it's hashtag MPS Proud. So people should do that. And you also want people to tell why they are MPS Proud.
Yes, we want people to dust out their letter jackets, letter sweaters, and tell us why they're MPS Proud, even take a selfie.
Take a selfie. Wow, things have changed from when I was in high school, that's for sure. So Tony, reiterating the details for the MPS three-choice enrollment once again.
So get that application in between February 1st and 19th. That's your best opportunity to attend your first choice school. Go online, go to an MPS school, go to MPS central offices, and there's some new options for families this year. We are expanding Spanish immersion to a second campus, new homes for Morse Middle School and Rufus King International Middle School to give those programs room to grow. Bringing the IB program that we have at King and Reagan to Pulaski High School is in the works. So lots of new options for families as they go out there to take a look.
Good stuff. I thank you both so much for coming by and sharing all the great information.
Thank you for having us.
Tony Tagliavia is the media manager and Student Recruitment and Retention Specialist, and T.R. Williams is the Alumni and Student Engagement Associate for MPS. For more information on anything that we've discussed, you can go to the MPS website. When we return to Our Issues Milwaukee, we'll discuss an organization that creates a solid foundation for future learning and success while providing students with opportunities to develop a wide range of skills. We'll find out what's new with Sharp Literacy right after this.